What's up, gang? I didn't know I was doing this until about an hour and a half ago, so this is going to be exciting, right? There's a lot of synchronicity tonight. So I'm also a speech and debate kid, and I feel so ashamed I'm not wearing my suit. I'm so sorry. I grew up in Japan, believe it or not. I had a real nerdy dad. I was born down in Clear Lake, in Seabrook, technically. Yeah, there you go, one of us. What's up? My dad was a NASA guy, so I grew up right next door to NASA. And by grew up, I mean for about 2 years there, and then I grew up in Tokyo, Japan. Speaking of synchronicity, you know. I grew up there from about kindergarten till just before middle school, right? So about 5 until just about 10. And all my kind of formative years were spent in Tokyo, Japan. My earliest memories are of Matsuri festivals and that sort of thing. I do speak a little Japanese, just enough to say like, "Oterai ni ite mo ii desu ka?" Which means, may I go to the bathroom? I didn't go back until I was about 20. So I grew up in Japan with me and my dad and my grandmother, my badass Nana, or Banana for short, right? So when my dad got the offer from Motorola, you guys remember Hello Moto? Remember they used to do cell phones and stuff, right? So my dad got the offer, and my grandmother, Nana, was already in Japan teaching English, as you do. So when he got the offer, it just kind of worked out that the two of us kind of joined forces with her. We grew up in Shiroganadai, and one of my best friends growing up was Jay, formerly Julia, now Julianne, but Jay was always Jay. Right? Jay was a boy. Jay is a boy. Jay's always been a boy. And I remember telling my dad at the age of 5, 6, when he said, you can't go in the bathroom with Jay. And I said, why? He said, well, Jay is a girl. And I said, well, you're a foolish adult, and you don't know what you're talking about. Clearly, Jay is a boy. Sure enough, fast forward about 10 years, Julia has become Julianne, and Nana, Banana, and I are going back to Japan to visit for about a month. And it turns out she teaches English to like the cream of the crop, like wives of CEOs, so we're traveling around, she's got places to stay, it's a good experience, right? And Jay and Max, hello, are reconvening for the first time in about a decade. It's gonna be a good time. We decided to go to Shinjuku, to a location in Shinjuku called Piss Alley. And that's where all the samurai used to go to, read their Bibles and stuff. No, they'd get real drunk. They'd piss in the alley, and that's where all the izakaya are. And izakaya are these little hole-in-the-wall spots. They're getting drunk. In the izakaya, they're like 4 to 12 seats. You can get like 2 kinds of beer, 3 kinds of sake, and like very, very suspect grilled meat, So we're in Piss Alley, we're getting drunk, we're having a good time, we're catching up, we're telling all the stories we haven't told in a decade. And then after that, we decided to go and play pachinko. Do you guys know what pachinko is? Pachinko is slot machines as reimagined by the Japanese. It's wild. I don't understand it to this day. If you watch a YouTube video about pachinko and you watch like the pachinko experts, they don't know what's going on either. Nobody knows what's going on. You know what I mean? So we go into this pachinko parlor, and it's like about to close. It's 9:30, and they close at 10 or 10:30 or something. The attendant there is just looking exhausted. All the people in the facility are smoking cigarettes and just hitting buttons and whatever. And we're about to learn or lose about $15. Who cares, So we get in there, the attendant guides us to our seats. He's looking tired. He's like, yeah, here's the instruction manual. And I read it very carefully. And I handed it to Jay. And Jay reads it very carefully, and we both nod. And neither of us has any idea what to do with the machine before us. It looks like a slot machine, but there's little metal balls that fire, and they go in all kinds of directions, and it looks a little bit like you're supposed to guide them, but the buttons don't do anything except for like change the fish on the screen that are swimming by with numbers on them. We don't know what's going on, right? We're like, screw it, we're gonna lose $10, we'll have a good night, whatever, and then suddenly, the world splits in half. My machine goes so crazy, I have just won the world. There are 3 fish that have swum into alignment. I don't know what the metal balls do. To this day, I don't know what they do. But this fish has swum into alignment, and it's 999 right in a row. And I hit the button, and my machine loses its mind. Super-Rocky! And there's anime women with gravity-defying tits jumping up and down, and they're losing their minds too. Everyone in the place is looking over at us, smoking their cigarettes, going, "You stupid baka gaijin," which is like stupid foreigner. And I'm like, I know, I agree. I don't know what's going on, you know? We're losing our minds. I'm sobbing with laughter, and so is Jay. There are so many marbles pouring out into this little container. I filled 4 containers full of metal marbles, right? But gambling in Japan is illegal, so we took these marbles and we poured them into a machine. And we're getting these tickets that have numbers on them that I don't fully understand, and we got this stack of golden microchips of some kind, and then we took them down this alley to a sketchier alley, and we were rewarded with a Coke and some cigarettes and about 25,000 yen, which is like $150 US. But after that, drinks were on me that night. Thanks so much.